Hey guys, Marstingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so those of you who are following me on Twitter, if you're not, you should be at the Marstingan. Go do that. Yeah. So you guys will have seen that I pulled the GOTENKS on my final attempt at doing a rotation on his banner with the old Zeno animation. So we have one copy of him. I'm not going to be doing any more summoning. I really wanted the GOTENKS over the Buu. I've already got the Buu tanks, so I'll be happy with this for now. And to be honest, I've played around with him a little bit, and I am pretty impressed with how good he is at 55%. So you can see, obviously, he has the free level 5 dodge, and then I did give him a level 3 crit orb as well, because it's one of the better silver orbs that I had available. So he is, of course, the special pose category leader for 4 key and 170% of stats, or youth category 3 key, HP and attack 170 and defense 130. This technically does make him a better youth leader than the Kid Goku as well. Kid Goku has 150 to all stats, so obviously you're able to get some better attack stats out of those units. So I will do a video with him leading the youth team, probably on Super Battle Road. But for this particular one, we are showing off the actual special pose team. So in his first form, base form, key +1, attack and defense 100%. That's all he does. But then once we get to turn 3, he will transform into Super Saiyan. So this is the special pose team that I made. Obviously, there's a couple of units on here from the free-to-play one that we ran yesterday, namely both versions of the Saiyaman 1 and 2, the physical LR one and the tech one. Physical one's just a really solid support unit in general, and then the tech one is a special pose support unit for 30%. So probably won't ever transform them into the Gohan, even if the option becomes available, as we'll just be using them as a support unit. Then we have this STR Super Saiyan Saiyaman. He's actually really good as a unit on his own. But he is also a Super Types Majin Buu Saga category units support guy. So obviously GOTENKS, the physical GOTENKS that we're going to be running on one rotation with him, and then of course the LR Goten and Trunks, they are all Super Type Majin Buu Saga units, so they're going to be getting that buff from him. So that's going to work out very nicely. So we'll go ahead and start off here. We've got the Saiyaman 1 and 2 LR on rotation, so everyone's getting a nice defensive buff. I don't really use LR Goten and Trunks that much, but I think it was one of the last LR banners that came around. I did pull the final copy to Rainbow then, so I've not really used them much at all since they were rainbowed. And yeah, that was 5.7 million crit, just takes him out straight away. And then we got another GOTENKS on this rotation, so let's go ahead and let him go off here first of all. I did bring a 55% friend GOTENKS as well, because I did want this to be a proper 55% showcase. So obviously in the future, if we jump into any of the other modes or anything like that for other videos, I'll try and find some higher level friends. I actually haven't seen any rainbow ones pop up on my list yet, in the little bit of playing around that I've been doing with him and his teams. I think the best one that I found so far is a 90% one, so I guess we will have to wait and see. I'm sure Goresh will have a rainbow one up sometime soon, so So GOTENK's going to transform into Super Saiyan. So we'll go ahead and open up the thing here again and have a quick look at what he does. So Super Saiyan form of GOTENKS. His super attack greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage with a great chance to stun, which is 70%. So I am really looking forward to using him in Super Battle Road. We didn't really look at his super attack in the base form, but he does greatly raise defense in base form as well, which is obviously very useful. His passive is now key +2, attack and defense 100%, high chance of attack 50%, and an additional high chance of attack 50%, and then same again for defense. So if you get the right RNG, he gets a huge buff to both attack and defense, but the unit is obviously very RNG focused, because you could get all, some, or none of these buffs. And then he also has a medium chance to launch an additional super attack. So he's got 85k defense, greatly raises, I believe, is 50%. So that's going to jump up quite nicely to close to 130k. So we'll keep him in slot 1 here. Obviously, when he's linked up with the other Super Saiyan GOTENKS, he's getting most of his links active here. Do they have Supreme Power Signature Pose? No, they don't. So he wouldn't have gotten anything extra from being in the middle. As you can see, I haven't really been properly link leveling him. I've done a few runs of that stage with him on the team. But yeah, his links are not fully leveled yet. Obviously, being that he's only 55%, I probably will work on leveling up some of his links, but I won't be rushing to put out a level 10 links video for him until... Well, it'll probably be a while now, because sometimes it's kind of cool to show off a 55% unit with level 10 links just to see how much it does improve them. But obviously, I want to try and get some dupes into him before we do a crazy showcase like that. But even the physical Super Saiyan GOTENKS, obviously, he got a lot better with his EZA. He is really good on this team linked up with this new GOTENKS, because obviously most of his links are active. We've got a very solid leader skill. So he does work out quite well. And LR, Goten and Trunks are doing okay. Didn't take a huge amount of damage in the final spot there, so that's good. And then we'll have the other GOTENKS transform here now as well. So, what are their defenses before? Yeah, see, the Saiyan Man, look, he's got 138k defense. Obviously, they're getting the buff from the LR Saiyan Man 1 and 2, but that is very good. So, we'll go ahead and give you this. Grab these, might as well go after these same type orbs here, and we'll see what GOTENKS is getting here. He's obviously getting the attack support from the Gohan. Yeah, 2.2 million. I mean, for a 55% unit, that is pretty good, because Gohan is giving him a support buff, but obviously not like his best link partner. So I think the best rotation that we're going to see from this GOTENKS is probably this one, because we have the link partner, we also have the 30% buff. In fact, if I do this, yeah, they do have signature pose, which at level 4, does it give you anything? Because at level 1, signature pose is literally just a key link. But at level 4, see, at level 4 we are getting a little bit of attack. So obviously at level 10, I would imagine it's probably, what, like 5% attack? We do get a little bit of extra attack if we put him in the middle. And yeah, we got full health. I mean, even if he super attacks the physical GOTENKS here, we should be okay. So we can do this, and then grab these, go straight back up to full HP with all of those same type orbs. So we're getting most of our links active here with the GOTENKS, and of course we're getting the 30% support to special pose category allies from the free-to-play Saiyan Man 1 and 2. So 1.9. I guess the problem with this is that's lower than the attack stat we saw last turn, which was technically a worse rotation for him. And so that's where the RNG for those secondary parts of his passive come in. Because it means obviously on the last turn, we must have had more of those chances actually activate. And that's why his attack stat was higher on the previous turn. So I guess in terms of actually showcasing the unit and what he can do, that does make things a little bit wonky. Because obviously at the start of the turn, we don't get any indicator of like which parts of his passive did actually activate. So aside from keeping an eye very closely on the numbers and seeing how they change, you're not really going to be able to get a good handle on that. Because yeah, this is the same rotation we had last time in the sense of being linked up with that Gohan and not having any other support units. And the attack stat was much lower. So definitely can be quite RNG dependent on how good he can be. I mean, 1.6 million still not too bad considering the rotation and the situation that we had going on there. But now we do have the potential to transform into the Super Saiyan 3. If we put him here, he has all of his links activated. What's his defense this turn? 136k. I'm going to hold off on the transformation for now for one main reason. So we'll go over the details of the Super Saiyan 3 form, obviously, once we actually get to the turn where we're going to transform him. But the big thing about Super Saiyan 3 GOTENKS is he is going to put out some pretty good attack stats. He can hit incredibly hard, but part of his passive is restricted. It only lasts for 4 turns. So obviously in one of these longer form events, if you transform him straight away, then potentially that part of his passive that is restricted to the 4 turns is going to run out before you get to the end of the event. So sometimes, depending on the stage, you don't necessarily want to transform him straight away. So you might transform, maybe we'll transform the other one coming up, and we'll see just how many turns we actually go through here. And see what sort of increase he gets, because obviously we do have the support here from the free-to-play unit. So let's go ahead and transform up to Super Saiyan 3. Pretty cool. It's crazy how good the animations are now. Like the part where he's actually like charging up and then all the hair like grows out looks so good. So what's he at now? He's got 100k defense. Right, so let's check out his abilities now that he is a Super Saiyan 3. So he greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns. So that's really good because obviously that can now stack a couple of times. He causes immense damage and has a high chance to stun. So his chance to stun drops down to 50%. Obviously that's still going to be pretty good. In this event we can't stun anyway, so we're not going to see that. And then his passive is now attack and defense 100% plus an additional attack 100% when performing a super attack. Key +3 and a great chance of launching an additional super attack for 4 turns from the start of the turn. So that's basically what you lose, is you'll lose the 3 key and then the chance to perform an additional super attack. And with the way that his passive, his super attack works with the stacking attack and defense for a couple of turns, you obviously really want him to get those additional super attacks. And if we do get to see that go off here, we will see like the increase in his attack stat. Although we are getting the Dokkan attack this turn, so it's probably going to be GG for 16 here, especially because we have technically 2 support units on the rotation. Yeah, he has a 4 million attack stat. Not bad for a 55% unit, so pretty sure we're going to take out Android 16 here. I do quite like his super attack animation in Super Saiyan 3 as well, so let's see that here. Yeah, very cool. 4.4 million damage of no crit, okay. Alright, so we go on to the first form of the cell here. And we will go ahead and transform the other GOTENKS. Yeah, we'll see if we can actually get through in 4 turns or less. So obviously he's not getting the Super Saiyan 3 links over in a flash element breaking form, but still pretty decent. No attacks on the GOTENKS in the middle, which is good, and then these guys are going to be able to get a full 24 key super on the end. Okay, so GOTENKS is going to take a super. He hasn't had a chance to raise his defense at all with his super attack. So yeah, as you can see, he doesn't tank the best in slot 1 like that. Just under a 3 million attack stat. Bear in mind there's no support units at all on rotation here, because the other GOTENKS has that Super Saiyan 2 Saiyaman. But we get the additional super here and it jumps up to 3.2. So very, very good. And then, yeah, of course, he then takes no damage after getting those super attacks. But the good thing is, so those stack for 3 turns. So once this rotation comes around again, he's still going to have that increased defense from the double supers. And of course, this GOTENKS that's going to come up on the next rotation, he only got the Dokkan attack off last time, so obviously he didn't get to do an additional super. But he is going to have slightly raised defense as well. And I think we're going to have Saiyaman 1 and 2 on the rotation. Yeah, the LR one. So his defense is going to be quite high on this turn. Yeah, 180k, and that's before he supers. So his first super attack, even if he only gets off the 1 super, his defense is going to jump up to like 270k. So let's go ahead and use this here. See if we can get a nice big attack stat number out of him. So I'll grab these, and then this, and then give you those. So yeah, what are we looking at here for attack? Okay, 4.5. So 4.5, we might take him out, but if we don't, hopefully we can get that additional as well. Yeah, 3.3 million. And then yeah, up to 4.9. Okay. So obviously bear in mind 55%, like he doesn't have the, as you saw, the friend didn't have any skill orbs, so he only has the level 5 dodge. If you get dupes into this guy and give him some additionals, then obviously at the Super Saiyan 3 stage, depending how much luck you can get, he has the potential to super attack 3 times and is massively increasing, well technically it's greatly, but greatly increasing his attack and defense each time. So that is very, very good. So we're on to the physical one here, physical cell. Let's go ahead and do this. Get the seal here. Actually, can he be sealed? He cannot. Okay, so we'll do this. So GOTENKS obviously had the defense raised last turn, and we've got support, so nearly 200k defense, which means after supering he's going to have nearly 300k defense. So he should be all good in terms of taking these hits in the middle, as long as one of them isn't a super. The item is still active as well, actually. So yeah, over a 3 million attack stat with the physical easy A GOTENKS is actually pretty insane. Back in the day, first using him, I don't think you'd ever imagine seeing a attack stat that high. Unfortunately, his defense isn't the best, so this super attack is definitely going to deal quite a bit of damage. Yeah, 180k. And then 5 million attack stat on the Super Saiyan 3 GOTENKS. So yeah, it takes some time to build up. Obviously, it takes quite a few turns to get to the Super Saiyan 3. But here is a 55% unit putting out 5.3 million attack stat super attack. So, of course, the downside here when we're fighting a physical enemy is 55% usually doesn't have any chance to crit. Mine does have the level 3 orb, but that is only a 6% chance. So when he doesn't crit, he's obviously not really doing that much damage to this cell. But so we'll go ahead and do this. And then, do we need to heal up here? Might as well. No reason not to, really. So we'll grab a heal, and then we'll give these guys these on the end here. So Gohan's going to be all good in the first slot here, because the type advantage plus the item, he's already a solid enough unit as it is. I mean, he's putting out 1.7 attack stat, and he's a unit that a lot of the time you would really just use him on a team that is full of Super Majin Buu Saga units as a support unit, like floating in the third slot. But as you can see from this video, he is actually a very solid unit in and of his own right. So GOTENKS taking the super attack, okay. Well, his defense is going to be incredibly high now with the effects of the Android 8 and his super. Wow, double-digit damage. Wasn't quite expecting him to tank that well. So yeah, that is very, very good. The problem is, of course, the team. Like, everybody's memed about special pose already. It is not a good category. Most of the good units on the team are Hybrid Saiyans, and then we've got, like, a couple of support units, like the two different Saiyaman 1 and 2s. But, like, honestly, I tried to mix it up a little bit, but, like, if you want to bring the best possible build of the special pose team, it is pretty much just a Hybrid Saiyans team. So I think it's safe to say from this showcase, like, GOTENKS is a very good unit. But I think if you do pull him, he's obviously just best going to be used on the teams he's already on, like Majin Buu Saga, Fusion. Because obviously we didn't really have a super good base form GOTENKS up until now. So he's not replacing either of the Super Saiyan 1s or the Super Saiyan 3 ones. So he's probably going to be best used on one of those teams. But yeah, he's pretty good. Definitely happy that we've actually got a copy of him, because who knows how long it's going to take for them to come back. The Trunks and Zamasu that were the Thank You Celebration units from last year took forever to come back on banners, so it is nice to actually have a copy of him. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Did you pull the GOTENKS or the Buu? Which one is your favourite? And what do you think of the categories? Let me know all of that in the comment section down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ninja. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the link to my Discord in the description down below. Join in the fun down there, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.